Hey everyone, it's Peter Mueller here. I'd love to share with you a video that I like to call Shut Up and Listen using the strategic interview script. This is more of a play on me because of my style back in 1994 when I started my brokerage. I was 29 years old and I used to talk people's ears off. And my strategy back then was simply, well, the longer I can keep them in my office, the better chance I had of recruiting them. So I don't recommend that style anymore, of course. And over the last 15 years of coaching and training, I've certainly modified that. And I teach and train something completely different, which is shut up and listen. And when we use a script, it makes it so much easier. If you've watched any of my other videos, the one in particular on the 5-point agenda, doing an interview, I suggest that you talk about them first, you talk about you second, unanswered questions third, value proposition, which is specific to you, and then the last part, mutual decision. So this strategic interview script comes in the first phase, which is about you. We want to learn more about them, what makes them tick, what makes them operate. We all know that everybody has different personality styles, and many of you have taken the DISC program or colors, whichever method you use for personality profiling is irrelevant. What's important is that we understand that everybody is different and they operate differently. They have different personalities and therefore they're going to do work differently and they're going to have different needs and different things are going to be important to them. When we just spew and spout out everything that we have, then what we can become is very overwhelming, and that's not going to help the situation. So the best way to take control of that is by using a script. So I'm going to share with you a script that we've created. And again, this script will be available to you in the link below, so you can download it, modify it, change it accordingly. But it's a good starting point for this process. So if we take a look at, say, the interview script, I think what's really important to note is that we are trying to figure out what makes them tick. Because once we've gleaned enough information from them, and when we get into phase 2 of the agenda, which is about about the value proposition rather, then we can zero in on the things that we specifically have that is going to really make a difference for their business. And what's really important is to bite your tongue and don't take advantage of an opportunity to try to sell them right away. Find out more about them. The more you listen, the more you write, it also shows the more that you care. And when you care more, then you're going to be able to figure out those things that you want to zero in on. So for instance, with this interview questionnaire that we put together, we have questions such as, like, what does your business look like today? And by the way, maybe I'll just start off with the strategic thoughts that we've got listed here. And in respect to a strategic thought, these are just things to focus on in respect to this process. The first thing is the questions need to be consistent with your value proposition, and use the questions below to provide a basis for your own custom questions. Another thing to think about here is that each one of these questions that we have here, you could probably go 3 or 4 deeper. So if you look at the first question, what does your business look like today? They may say, well, what do you mean by that? Say, well, how do you do your business? Where do you get your business from? Where does it primarily come from? Do you do it a lot from past clients' referrals? Do you do farming, private for sales, expiries, open houses, lead generation, Zillow, whatever the item is or their source is? Find out what it is that generates the business that they currently have. Of course, if they're not doing a lot of business, then we are probably already identifying some issues and some needs already in our value proposition. How about what are you currently doing to bring in new business? Do you prospect? How do you prospect? How do you generate leads? If somebody's searching for the answers to these questions, and it means that they probably don't have a consistent method available to them or that they're utilizing. What kind of fees are you paying your present broker, and getting down to the nitty gritty and the details? What things are included in your compensation program? Well, I like this question because when we talk about a compensation program, Compensation program is more than a commission split. It's more than a cap. It's about here's the services and the value you are going to receive if you're part of our organization, because you want them to focus in on what it is that you bring into the table. And you do not have commission splits. You have compensation programs. Do you currently have a business plan? And again, if they say no, then you might want to ask a second question, which is, do you feel one is important to you? Do you believe that if you had a plan that you would be more successful? Don't answer the questions yet. Just ask the questions and get deeper and deeper into this. What are your dreams, goals, aspirations? What's your mission statement? What's your vision for your business? Well, how about your family situation, your spouse, your children? There are so many great questions. So we've listed about 22 of them here. And again, with those 22 questions, you could probably go 3 or 4 deeper. So there's at least 60 questions that you can ask. I would literally have this piece of paper on my desk. I'd be writing answers down and maybe just making highlights and notes as to where I think I could lead them in respect to our value proposition. So I hope you enjoy this as a tool. I hope you find that this is something that is valuable to you. And if you're currently using a questionnaire, maybe there's some questions here that can enhance what it is you're doing right now. So I hope this becomes something that you can utilize in the future. Once again, this is Peter Mueller now signing off, wishing you all a profitable day. Hey folks, if you'd like to see more content like this on a regular basis, please click on the like button and subscribe to our channel today. And if you'd like to have a complimentary coaching call with me on profitability, my calendar link is also posted in the description below, together with links with any of the tools or the materials that we described in this video. So thanks for watching and make it a profitable day.